to just, is brain stronger than heart?
We're about to find out in just a bit, right? The same exact format as we had seen throughout the entirety of our top 8 continues on for this third place match. Terry Bogard has made such a huge statement in defying the odds against the meta. Can it happen yet again? Or will Hokutomaru just breeze through another character?
This one is tough because Hokutomaru is going to be able to do a lot of more shurikens, a lot more different type of runaway. So it's going to be up to just, in general, Dark Angel. How can he pin this character down? Right.
We talked about the fireball timing that he had against Hotaru specifically, against Xiaohai. I don't know if that's going to play any sort of significant strategy against the shurikens that can be in play, but also Dark Angel, he has to really readjust for some of the big anti-air moments because of the fact that Hokutomaru can adjust his jump with that feint, just like we said right now, MOK with the big opener doing that exact strategy.
Yeah, that is so tough. Right away, you could kind of see that we are going to see a problem for Dark Angel to try to anti-air, because he relies on Rev Power Wave so much into DP break, but the fact that this character just defies gravity like no other business. How come he can feint in the air?
He's a ninja, bro. That's just what they do.
Oh, but
they
look at that.
Jump.
The hop, speaking of double jump and hop jumps, he got hit with the shimmy into the red blow for the hard knockdown. Look at that. Keep it tight, keep it safe. Nice challenge with the 2A into the power charge right here.
I like that. MOK actually got a little bit overzealous, trying to steal a turn away from Dark Angel, but knowing full well, although he is majority heart, he does know the science behind some of these moves, but MOK doesn't give a damn about anything on the board right now. We got the full hidden gear.
Look at that right there, and that's going to be an easy dub, easy one on the board for MOK. 4 games away for giving more club championship points and also more money in his pocket. And I think the big takeaway, like you mentioned from frame 1, Vicious, is that the anti-air is just kind of hard to do. You have to, the best way for you to anti-air if you're fighting a Hokutomaru player, you have to wait for the double jump and you have to wait for the feint to happen. That's when he can't do anything else from there.
What was that call out on the Kuhadan, man?
That is
flip him.
I think that was a little lucky. You know, sometimes luck is involved when it comes to fighting games. And it just worked out, but shout outs to MOK for just confirming that regardless. Yeah. Able to fix everything, right? Because a similar situation happened when him versus Goichi, but he kind of missed the Kuha break the first time. But this one, like I said, there's less stress in this match in particular.
Sure, right? Being able to capitalize on that opportunity when luck meets preparation. But Dark Angel, despite being on the deficit, can have explosive moments and opportunities just like that when the first power guys are ringing out. MOK trying to stave off from the pressure, which he does successfully, and the big punish coming on in the dunk. Not going to matter.
So far, the studying from MOK that he did with his recharge, it's been paying pretty well because he knows when Dark Angel's doing a lot of those reversals, right? So it really comes down to Dark Angel, can he just change up a little bit of timing, maybe throw a bit more, maybe even go for a lot more meaty standing A's as well too, to possibly catch the jump? Oh, but the wake up super, such a brave thing from MOK because he's such a huge life deficit as well.
Yeah, that is a good call out too, but Dark Angel taking full advantage of that guard cancel, by the way, to take out the rest of MOK's life. As expensive as it was, I still like it. I appreciate that a lot. Being able to just seal the round, right? Dark Angel going again with the guard cancel, trying to find another opportunity, but MOK keeping it really ambiguous. Now the air approach, yet again, getting the hard knockdown, meaty
Look at that, I'm telling you, man. The meaty setups in terms of just safe jumps and meaties were the perfect frame trap. MOK has that down packed, but Dark Angel with the Terry, not spending the power wave right there. I'm actually pretty surprised he didn't go for the hard knockdown, right? Which gave MOK a bit more distance where the Oki is not as scary. And now he's in a position to possibly go up 2 from one more confirm.
Really smart of the timing against MOK. That feint in the air didn't matter none to him. He still managed to get the counter in. And now the punish could have been so much more severe. Level 1, not quite dead yet.
Oh, the back dash,
touch. What a
the teleport and the high dodge attack from Dark Angel. He was able to just call that out literally right there in the last second from just wake up super, avoiding the chip damage. And look at that. Even he was like, you know what? I cannot be mad at that, right?
No,
that was hard earned, and that's something that's really hard to anti-air in a just clutch, intense scenario like that.
But he's already shown it immediately into game 2. Moving on into game 3, MOK having the very first strike up until this point. Dark Angel still trying to chase the tech roll past the body, but now MOK still trying to steal turns, right?
Yep. Nice anti-air using the Rev power dunk in a scenario. And that's actually really, really good from Dark Angel because he's kind of realizing, okay, if I can't anti-air with DP break, I might as well let the whole DP rock.
Jesus, as it should be.
Nice. Okay,
trying to bait out. You already know that short hop was exactly to bait out. What the hell? Again, catching him upon landing. Overhead is there. Backdash away from the throw.
No super.
No super.
No super. That was, and you know he went for it too, right? Because he got the backdash. He just did standing B. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go finish with super. But the thing is, if he just did his regular B and B, he would have got it.
100%. 100%. He was definitely well within range.
Yeah.
Could have gotten the kill.
Yeah, would have got double 2C there. Oh, they're jumping. Nice. I love the standing B starter right there to get the standing C link. Are we going for a combo? Yes, we are. Still SPG available. Have to be careful there because the Rev blow could be coming out from a guard cancel.
Oh, he got counter hit. Now Dark Angel still trying to find a way to thread the needle past the offensive pressure that Muck's been laying down. Rev, what in the world? He went for the sweep?
It might have been an input error. I feel like that could have been a power dunk D version, but the thing is he didn't expect the cross up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Damn!
Yeah, oh my god.
Get him out of here! Oh my.
35% guard cancel with the Rev blow. Expensive, but the thing is momentum is so strong. He's able to get this. Can we get another tech chase? Nice. Oh no, he tried. It didn't work out.
My. You gotta be hella dead. You still got 31%. You gotta let the flash rock. So much more to the Rev XL. Get that elbow into the Tatsu Super. Really dominant off of the mistakes being capitalized against Dark Angel.
You can kind of see where this is where the meta is standing out, right? Because Hokuto Maru, it feels so safe. Everything he's doing, it's like, yeah, like you're the one that needs to chase me. You're the one that needs to take more risk, right? To kind of like do the damage, seal the deal, right? And Dark Angel's cool with that, but the problem is, it's hard to guess that many times in a row. Because at this point, we're literally at the end of the tournament. Everyone has seen you play. Everyone's kind of seen where your offense is and where your defense is. Like the little combo, like the feints afterwards, go for the chip damage as a power wave. You saw how he just feinted 3 times before he went with the round wave. Was really cool.
Yeah, and we're still going to be plus as well. That's why he pursued into the full block spring to get that chip damage. You talked about how much of the adaptation that Mock's been kind of presenting with the offense and how much more Dark Angel has to guess. But I was going to say the shoe's on the other foot in regards to his offense. Dark Angel has been doing a good job up until this point. Throw now being initiated from Mock.
Nice DP break right there. And I love the fact that he kind of just gambled that because Mock was like, okay, I'm going to bait the B version, which has the invo properties, but the D version does not have invo properties, 2 strikes. So we are seeing some adaptation where Dark Angel is trying to take a different type of just risk-taking.
Right.
Oh my god. And I want him to do the power dunk. Oh, nice. Good steal to turn. Keep stealing more turn. No hit right there. That was a huge wild punish attempt. Okay.
Yo, on the way up too. Manages the catch. Does get the bounce.
No, he missed the cancel for the break. That's huge.
That's bad.
Yeah, Mock's going to be able to take this round. Spend the super. Keep it safe. Keep it tight. Team Falcons, you see the crowd going crazy to get these 500 points.
Another round on the board. Looking pretty tied up here, but still Mock up 1 game. He does have 1 bar to himself as well. You thought you could press on the way down from that Rev blow. You were not at any liberty to steal turns. That is a very wild punish, getting the short hop against Dark Angel's attempt at possibly a throw. I think that might have been a normal. Was it 5A?
Yeah, it was. It's just so scary to go for regular throws. Nice cancel right there. And Mock using 3 revs right there. That's expensive. That's at least 50% of revs spent. And that's going to be huge. Dark Angel close to 50% right here. It gets the confirm 2-2.
That was a beautiful way to confirm from that target combo, knowing full well that if you don't even land, like, or let's say you do land the first hit, you are still going to be backing yourself with another extra couple of frames with that secondary hit to go into whatever damage you need to. And Mock, again, opting to go for movement instead at the very last second, getting blown up for it. But now 2-2. We love to see that.
Yeah, it's actually really tough. And the cool thing about the difference, right, because I think Dark Angel and the Geo in particular, they only put SPG in the middle. Well, everyone's been using on the point. So the fact that he has it in the middle, it makes his guard cancels and everything cheaper.
That's right.
So that helps a lot for Dark Angel's game plan because he's using a character like Terry.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good balance. That's why it's in the middle. That Flux SPG is going to be so beneficial to him for anything defense related and also towards Rev XLs. But at the moment, He's just about to lose it up until this point. I lied to you all. We got the geyser.
Nice anti-air right there, but mistimes the throw. And he didn't take the L yet, but he's close to it. Oh, but we got the counter hit. It's enough. There's going to be a little bit scaling, and just right.
Damn.
Just right. And even look at, he's like, wow, I can't believe I missed that. It's actually really, really tough because they both are missing kind of like their meaty scenarios.
From both
right?
ends, right? You missed that grab earlier from Dark Angel. You missed the setup from MOK.
Yes.
That was very fortuitous for Dark Angel's behalf, honestly. And he was sitting at 30% before he let that route rock. So you knew he was going to be very confident in finishing off his route, something he's done a million times. But now MOK trying to regain his pacing here in the neutral.
Good challenge.
That jump in is going to be so pivotal to open up Dark Angel. Up until this point, the ground game still very sharp from Darkangel.
The hit confirmed, spending the meter. MOK has to spend the meter. Oh, but he gets hit by the jump. Did he think there was going to be a cross-up? Usually, anytime it's a hop, it will always stay the same side, and it's a guess for scenario. He could take a throw here. Oh, but he can't take that. He pressed the button. Maybe he thought, because the thing is, MOK actually missed his meaty. It actually missed the standing B there. Okay, SPG available for the front. MOK has the rev blow. I want to see more anti-air rev blows because you can't just defend rev blows in general.
That is fair.
Nice.
We'll see if that's going to be an option right now. Darkangel at least getting a very, very solid anti-air from that beginning.
Oh, no.
Oh, again!
Scramble City. And it actually worked out for MOK's favor because if Dark Angel blocked, he would have actually got a full punish from the Kuha. And we got the wall bounce.
Exactly what you were talking about, utilizing the rev blow past some of the sequencing that MOK's been presenting. While in SPG, you can take advantage of that. And also, the rest of the sequencing from Dark Angel puts him up 3-2, the first time he's taken the lead in the set.
That was so beautiful, the fact that he knew that every time he did go for a throw, Dark Angel, he actually got hit by like just defensive hop jump into the jump D. So this time he went for a meaty 5A into D version of the power dunk break, and it actually caught MOK from jumping actually. So that was really good recognition from Dark Angel there. Nice. Oh, goes for the sweep. That's a punish right there.
You saw it.
Oh no, 2C. That would have been a huge wow punish. I like the power charge there.
Now we see Dark Angel pretty much flowing, spacing it out. Crack shoot, catching him midair, being able to extend the rest of the combo.
And that's huge, right, too, right? Because when you think about old Terry, that crack shoot used to anti-air so much easier, but now the fact that Dark Angel was still able to use it, it was really interesting that he was able to catch it, too.
It was pretty far away towards the tail end of the active frames, and MOK also was airborne, so it makes sense.
Nice, again for the sweep, trying to hold up Dark Angel, having these amazing like reads of just using sweeps, because even if you block a sweep, it's super punishable. Nice, using the rev guard a lot more. And you know, the one thing I feel like the coolest difference between the two players is that MOK is using rev guard a lot more versus Dark Angel is more about the just defend.
That's fair, yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's a fair assessment too. Speaking of SPGs now,
okay,
Dark Angel could use the rev blow, but MOK, yeah, you were talking about his rev guard primarily, right?
Yeah.
My mistake. I was thinking about it the other way around.
Ooh.
I'm surprised we actually haven't seen a lot more rev blows, at least particularly in this round from MOK.
I know. I guess because at Dark Angel point, he's in SPG, so he doesn't want to get counter rev blowed, right?
That's fair.
I love that high dodge attack. That's going to be able to seal the victory, but no, he drops the combo instead. Still gets the kill though, because obviously there's like that dead zone where you could kind of double jump and misinput the other person. Sure, so that helps a lot.
Yeah, it did happen to catch him down below too. No counter hit, no nothing. Dark Angel wasn't anticipating it. Maybe he was trying to look for air normal.
Nice, go for the run. Again, the wild punish, and that is the true punish after a backdash throw. We're going for a double rev blow, gets as much damage, gets the safe jump, goes into the dead spot. Dark Angel with no guard cancel, but I love the power geyser from the 2A just to take him on the SPG so he doesn't have to worry about rev blow anymore.
That was pretty huge, and now MOK having to sit still in the corner. Up until this point, the exchange air to air, that jump D was the big opener, catching Dark Angel on the ground as well. He is an overheat. MOK needs to seal it at the empty jump low just enough to confuse Dark Angel on defense.
Man, I was actually really scared for MOK right there, just because he was already in overheat, and if Dark Angel was able to defend against that scenario, that situation with the empty jump low, then he might have had a chance to get for a guaranteed guard break setup there. Oh, big jump in. Too short to get this close C right there.
A little bit shallow, and it wasn't even a punish either, but now, speaking of punishes, we do get the wild punish to start off against Dark Angel, get the hard knockdown up the red blow.
Yeah, there's a counter. You can't. Oh, no! What happened there?
Talk to me, Jay.
I don't know. But then we got the bait, though. Nice wild punish. Yep, get the power geyser. We're going to be able to build the bar, spend a level 1, and that's so unfortunate.
That's wild.
Right? Because the thing is, MOK reacted correctly, right? But Dark Angel, you know, it might have been one of those things where you didn't research enough between rev blow exchanges between the two players.
Possibly one could recover faster than the other, gets to start up in terms of active frames, so it makes sense. You saw Dark Angels kind of dissipate right before MOK's actually hit, so really, really unfortunate circumstance, at least for the side of MOK. But Dark Angel, he'll definitely take that. Not quite yet forcing an SPG. As soon as I say that, what a counter hit to check the short hop as well. We've seen that as the bane of his existence in prior games. That hop is going to get absolutely shortened real quick. I love when he does that. When he does just like 5A into D power dunk, right? It's just so beautiful that he's taking advantage of the counter hit system, because that combo only works if it's counter hit in the air. Right. Yeah, because of the juggle state. Yes. Nice. Goes for the throw right there. Ties it up 3-3. I like the fact that MOK was able to just shake off that, like, hey, I don't know why that rev blow didn't work, right? So the fact that we're still in this competitive set, but we got the confirm from the standing D. Still an SPG. Guard cancel for 35%. Expensive, but we're going to spend level 1 to lower our cash, lower our rev gauge in the situation. Goes for the meaty back throw. Another back throw. No. Power dunk. Hold that. Yeah, had to be invincible. He was willing to make that bet. And speaking of, catching him mid-air, MOK is eating a gang of damage. Throw will do it, right? Yes, but we baited the super as well. And I love the fact that Dark Angel pressed the jump B so early, because if he pressed it a little bit later, the hitbox on that super actually goes above the head. So because of that, it would actually trade it. So shout outs to Dark Angel for recognizing that if he did press a little late, he would have lost. That's actually kind of wild. I've seen that happen a couple of times at local tournaments, or at least online tournaments as well. Really, really funny interaction. And Dark Angel taking it 2 steps above in regards to the matchup knowledge. Really smart. That was actually even smarter. He jumped it empty. That was an absolute bait against the dodge, or at least the anti-air. That was such a bait. High dodge attacks hit, but it wasn't counter hit, so he just kind of flowcharted into the Kuha, and he got the standing C. Dark Angel. Low-key, I was wondering when that was going to happen. Yeah, right? We've seen that as a staple for so many players throughout these last couple of days. I was really waiting for Dark Angel to utilize that exact strategy. It's one of those things where he did it at the perfect time, because now he's at match point. Because sometimes you don't want to abuse it too early, right? You want to just use it as like the cash out where you get the momentum, you keep it, and look at that. Speaking of that, the meaty standing B. He's going to be able to do one more combo. It's not going to kill, but it's a guess for game for throw or strike. Oh, and the jump back MOK actually sensed out what Dark Angel wanted to do. The guard cancel, not enough, overheat. Oh, the plus frames on the C round wave. Dark Angel representing Na'Vi, taking 3rd place and just eliminating and putting in a position where MOK takes 4th place. Only 350 points for Team Falcons for Fatal Fury at EWC, while Na'Vi gets the 500 points going into the club championships. Absolute cinema with the way that Dark Angel had entered his way into EWC, now clocking his way out, taking so many high-profile names and characters on the way out. And guess what? He is rewarded with a hefty amount of points, but also a hefty purse. Man, it was so unfortunate, because like Dark Angel was super on it. MOK, like you mentioned earlier, like he kind of, like, I would say, flowchart a little bit, especially with the high dodge into the Kuha break, right? Absolutely pivotal, by the way. Right, that's super pivotal. But even the last sequence where he did lose, he gets the standing D into the feint, right? Yes. And usually you want to combo standing C afterwards, but guess what? He was pushed away.